Hello folks, Mark here. I'm going to talk about the Moog MP-201 control pedal today. A question came up on the KC forum last week in regard to modulation and how to achieve a certain characteristic of that modulation. I tried a number of things and it was this pedal that really got me pretty close to what I think is being asked. I'll talk more about that in a bit. Let me show you the setup I have for this demo today though. Here's the pedal here, as I said, and I'll zoom in a little bit on that. Trying to talk and hold a camera controller at the same time, so bear with me. As I said, this is 4 channels, and you can see the 4 1/4-inch connectors coming off the back there. Those are going to my modular skiff over here. I knew this would be challenging. And all the modular is doing, that's a mixer module. All it's doing is combining the 3 channels of control voltage together and outputting a single composite output that's going to the elements here, element synth. This is a mono synth. And I have it routed to VCO3 for controlling the pitch. That's the only VCO I'm going to use for this demo today. And also I have one more channel since as I mentioned, the pedal's a 4-channel unit. One of the channels is going to the filter CV input. So back on the pedal, there's a number of things you can do to configure for MIDI or for CV. I've set up 4 channels here. One of those channels is for the filter control. That's channel 1, which is, if you can see with my foot here, is this channel here. And then channel 2, 3, and 4 are each set up as different LFOs. And I can actually have those all running at the same time or one at a time. I have this pedal in a mode, it's called quad mode, and I have it set up where each time you push one of these foot switches here, it disables all the other channels and only applies that channel. I thought that was best for this demonstration. Okay, enough talking here. Let me just show you what this thing is doing, and hopefully it's clear. I'm going to use drone mode here on the synth so I don't have to fumble with the keys or the touchpads here. And drone mode goes very well with my dialogue because I like to drone on also. Okay, we'll get a lower pitch here. And I'm going to apply modulation. Right now you can see, now you can see that channel 1 is the one that's lit up brightly. And if I use the foot pedal here, I can bring that filter in and out with the pedal. And we'll leave it there. I'm going to go to one of the LFOs. This is a random type LFO. And I have the pedal set up on this one to change the rate. Just lovely. Sorry about that, I had a gimbal error. And I'm going to go to one of the other LFOs. This is a very slow triangle wave LFO. Now watch what happens. I'm going to go to a faster LFO here. Notice it picked up where the slow LFO left off. So I'll go back to the slow LFO. And the fast LFO. And I can go back to the filter and you'll see that I can stop that slow LFO wherever I want. And the pedals do control the output of each of these LFOs. That's how I have it set up instead of the rate like I did with the sample and hold. And I actually have the pedal working backwards on this one. That was for when I had them combined to get when all the LFOs were combined together, but I'm not doing that now. Here's my slow LFO. This is set up for the amount, and right now I have it on minimum. I'm bringing the Mac or more of it. But again, I can stop that dead in its tracks. Got some more filter going on there. Now this one I have set up, instead of it stopping wherever it ends up, I have it going back to a default or an initial state, and I can set up what I want that level to be. So I'm going to turn that off by going to the filter CV. Let it run again. Sometimes it doesn't do it exactly the way it's supposed to. Notice it should go back to the same CV amount each time, whereas the slow LFO does not. And that's an option or a selectable parameter for each of the channels. Okay, enough droning from the synth and enough droning from me. I hope that was helpful, or at least interesting to some of you. Thank you very much.